basketball player at a small college in New York decided that she could not stand for the national anthem before their basketball games. In fact, she did stand with the team, but she would turn her back to the flag as a sign of protest for not only what the United States was doing in invading Iraq a second time, but for what the flag symbolized historically for her as a young woman of Black, Jewish, and Cherokee ancestry. She took an incredible amount of attacks and criticism, threats, etc., but she stood firm in her belief and in her protest. And in response to that, I wrote this poem. And it's called Poem for Toni Smith. It's all just a matter of degrees, and you went to college to get yours in sociology. Turned your body 90 degrees, and they gave you the third. Tried to turn a young woman's hoop dreams into a nightmare because you stood for what you believed in. Refused to salute a flag that symbolizes the enslavement and slaughter of our ancestors and their anonymous. The Middle Passage, the Trail of Tears, the wars on Iraq. And this is not a story about an athlete in protest, but a nation in conflict with its own history, citizenry, and neighbors. And those who wanted a Patriot Act got one. Not from the floor of Congress, but from a basketball gym. And those who wanted an army of one got one. Those who wanted this nation's youth to be all you can be got just what they were asking for in Toni Smith. But you're a young woman from Washington Heights who's found basketball in the borderlands, that buffer between black and white. You said your favorite artist is Lauryn Hill. The person you most admire is your mother. Well, Toni Smith, you are my shiro. Because a shiro is a woman who stands for what she believes in, even if it's 90 degrees or 180 degrees from everybody else in the room. But we'll never find your figure silhouetted on a b-ball shoe, won't find your jersey in a Foot Locker display or fought over on eBay. A red sleeveless with a bold number 24 gripping the back and a big white M Superwoman down the front with the team mascot splashed across it, reading Valiance. And I can't tell yet if it's ironic or appropriate that you are the only one on the team that the mascot fits. In this year of controversy, you serve as team's captain, average 8 rebounds and 5.4 points a game. But you made your biggest and most important point even before the opening jump ball. In this game, it's not a matchup between this team and that, but between basketball and beliefs. Because the national anthem before games is putting politics into sports. And I'll salute the Toni Smiths, along with the Deidre Chapmans, the Tommy Smiths, the John Carloses, the Carlos Delgados, the Muhammad Alis, the Adamo Foyles, these national treasures long before I'll ever stand for Old Glory. Our beliefs, our histories, our futures, our heroes, our homes, there are some things we must stand for, some things we must not turn our backs on. But the Stars and Stripes is not one of these. So I hope that on a summer night not unlike tonight, somewhere in an inner city court in Washington Heights, on a schoolyard playground in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, a young mixed girl with a ball as big as her head and hoop dreams as big as the sky is skittering through a fistful of trash-talking boys before she pulls up, hits a fadeaway jumper from the baseline, and on her way down the court turns 90 degrees, thrusts one finger to the heavens and proclaims, Toni Smith, baby. Toni Smith.